Yeah, I think I'll just take commentary for the next race for now. And just slide on over there afterwards. But we are off. Let's see, SpootyBiscuit. Right away we have Bloodshop and rolling it. Spooty's just opting to take the base cat and the Crown of Thorns, which I have seen deaths as a result of like additional damage from picking up a damaging item in the blood shop. Because along with the blood shop costs, you have to remember that the item will also damage you, but Spooty obviously isn't someone who would fall for that. There is darkness. Spooty's just gonna hit darkness. Well, Ancalagor going to get a frost dagger. Taking a fireball hit. Spending that beat to open the chest instead of jumping out of the way of the dragon. That's not the right channel. Whoops. Spooty's getting a ring slot for peace, so just absolutely great build here. Or compared to Ancalagor's, basically, I think, actually is low percent. Spooty going down to 1-3. Ancalagor bombing the Uncertainty Shrine for a ring swap, and then taking Darkness afterwards. Taking a hit there, not picking up the glass armor yet, but two of the dragons are dead, just has to deal with the blue one. Meanwhile, Spooty getting flawless and is going to swap off to an Obsidian Spear. Oh, this is the build. Gonna be able to snag a heal spell out of the arena too. Don't quite know what ring Ancalagor has yet. It's not a damage up. It's not Frost. It's Ring of Gold. Will not be able to get the Leprechaun there. Having to stand still. It's going to get walled off by tier 2 walls here. Like, completely walled off. Spooty, meanwhile, taking the time to go shopping. Beefing up an already very strong build. And now finding a Conjurer. A 2-3 Conjurer. Gonna swap off to an Obsidian Longsword. Ability to hit more than one enemy, and losing the ability to throw is the difference here. Looking to just normally kill Core Rep here, and Ancalagor, meanwhile, very likely going to check black here. Picking up an Insane Sphere. Spooty's now pushing ahead, about a whole zone ahead now, just going faster and having a better build. Ancalagor is going to miss out on the arena that's had Squaga Suit and a heal spell, which both of those items are very strong. We'll be able to pick up an Earth spell though. Spooty, meanwhile, doing the 3 damage to Death Metal 3. There will be a Ring of Piercing that Spooty will pass on. Ancalagor, meanwhile, checking black for an Obsidian Broadsword. Pretty much exactly 1 zone behind. Okay, Spooty taking a Blade Master hit there, but having more than enough heals to make up for it. Gonna continue going. Don't need to check shop. Gonna use the Bomb Goblin to help kill the Green Dragon there. We'll be going down to Deep Blues for Ancalagor, meanwhile, just pushing with pretty minimal build. Only thing notable about it is the spear. Actually, it also has Earth, but at this point, Spooty's leads quite a bit, and Ancalagor will go down. To a Pixie. Hang on, we got the replays. Getting telemonkeyed and then getting surrounded by 2 move every beat enemies. Yes, that's... I mean, with that much of a lead, and it being Spooty and all, can't fault them for doing that. It's anything to gain time at that point. Speaking of which, Spooty is on the Necrodancer fight. Right, also having Darkness, not just the build, but having Darkness and everything that entails. Dorian taking 2 hits here, but shouldn't matter. GG's, the first point goes to Spooty. Yeah, confused into Telemonkey and then... Right. Press down to attack the Telemonkey that was about to grab them, which ended up making the Pixie explode. Man, that's actually pretty rough. That probably wasn't an intentional Telemonkey take then. This isn't goof we're talking about. Yeah, that's very quick to be expected. And we are ready to start our second point of this 3-point set. Don't know. All races are played in sets of 3 for the weeklies at least. And no matter who wins or loses, 3 seeds are raced. Immediately we have a blood shop, which we will be able to get a gold staff out of. We're clearing out that blood shop there. Gonna get chicken using gold staff gold. Nothing too game changing inside the blood shop, but the ability to break open crates with the gold weapon could come into play later. And Ancalagor is swapping off for a blunderbuss here. Okay, that will that will prevent Ancalagor from being able to throw bomb in Core Rift, but that is a blunderbuss. Both racers able to pick up a free spell, by the way, out of 1-2. Spooty lining up the staff there to wipe out a whole bunch of chess pieces, and Ancalagor is swapping to Obsidian Whip now. These are weapons. These are certainly weapons. Spooty, meanwhile, going to get the better deal out of that. Gonna leave that floor with a pulse spell. Gonna be a leprechaun kill from Ancalagor. Spooty's shopping, picking up crown teleportation and a titanium shovel. There is a potion that Spooty can just dig into here. Both races will be picking that up. Spooty using the pulse to finish off the Dark Minotaur there. Make up for lack of damage. Bomb Charm for Ancalagor. Spooty will just trapdoor down for Tismal using Pulse Spell to quickly clear out the trapdoor room. Pop in the freeze. Catch for Tismal in his tracks. Finish Moth, and there is a glass cat inside black. And Ancalagor will also opt to swap off to glass cat. We pop in pulse once again. I'm gonna wipe out the mini-boss. Ancalagor freezing. Spooty will take a hit there, pop the crown teleportation, will slide into the shop. Find a transmute spell that Spooty doesn't have space for. But Chain Body, that definitely is helpful. Not right now, because Glass Cat. Definitely, possibly down the line. Spooty opting to kill for a blood shovel, a map, and a ring of piercing. Not the best skill, but eh. Using freeze and the blood shovel to take out King Konga and Ancalagor. Having a very slight lead, but a much more minimal build. Does have Shovel of Courage though, which could come into play in Zone 5. For the Necrodancer fight, Spooty does have the Blood Shovel. "11 bombs and big bombs too, so can use bombs to gain a bit of time, but we'll swap off the Glass Cat for a Jewel Dagger, which I'm not so sure about. May wants to take hits. Does not have armor or regen though, so that's... just don't get hit, forehead. Spooty will be first down to the boss floor, which will be Death Metal 4, using blood magic to quickly take Death Metal down. Going to roll with the Glass Cat. Will break the Glass Cat here. Spooty's gonna pop the potion too. So now Ancalagor has the better weapon, but yeah, Spooty does have damage ups in form of sunglasses, but Ancalagor does 5 damage per hit. It is piercing 2 damage though, which can come into play for a number of enemies in this zone, or is it just one? Spooty taking Trapdoor, Will Pulse. Those Zone 5 trapdoors can get pretty nasty. And pulsing is just faster in general. And Ancalagor will be first down to Dead Ringer. It will be a right side spawn, which means quick and easy left side strat. Spooty tanking a few hits to save a few beats there, maybe? Not Rider, I mean, there wasn't much to do about it, but we're beat for beat going down into Necrodancer. Spooty having the early hits, and Ancalagor having the bigger bombs, but it looks like Spooty having 2 hits at 2. So it's basically neck and neck at this point. Ancalagor getting really good spawns. Spooty also on 1 hit left. We'll get the final lure. Both racers are going to the exit. Oh man, that is definitely a contest. That is definitely a contest. The in-game times were less than a second apart. Yeah, that will be reviewed. I don't know who to give the loot to. I'd say Spooty, because in-game timer. Thinking. Maybe I can make it a slightly transparent loot and give 2 slightly transparent loots to both sides, but wow, that was extremely close. Question mark. I'll just give the loot for Spooty for now, but that's They'll definitely be reviewed, and we'll see. On the schedule it does say Spooty, but as Vicky said, Spooty's likely to have dot deed before the racing begins, and likely to have inhuman dot D reactions. What resets were there? I don't think there were resets that race. It was the blood shop. Speedy just purchased everything. Yeah, so in-game timers being less than a second and off, that's pretty crazy. But anyway, we're be going on to our last race nonetheless. Last seed of this set. Immediately there are some pulse tomes, which, well, better than some things you can get. Both races will be pulsing the trapdoor. Arena, Ancalagor and Spooty popping off to the glass longsword. Didn't see what else is in the arenas. Pretty fast take, but Spooty will be also getting the luck charm out of that. And Ancalagor will too, actually. We're pretty much on build parity, and Ancalagor does have the lead. Though Ancalagor started slightly earlier than Spooty. Pop in the tempo up trap before clearing out the conga lines to make that process go faster. Ancalagor checking purple for ring charisma. Spooty will also do the same. Getting walled out completely by this zone 2 layout will allow Spooty to catch back up. Bit of an armadillo situation there. Ancalagor is just gonna pulse through it. Spooty is pushing slightly ahead. And it actually is the food shop this time, and Ancalagor will spend the time to get this gluttony off of the drumstick for 3 full heart containers and 1 empty heart container. Spooty, meanwhile, checking purple for shield spells, so can't really rely on getting a better build than Spooty at this point. That's a bit of an odd shield usage from Spooty. I think meaning to pulse there, but instead pressing shield. Ancalagor, meanwhile, breaking the glass longsword. We'll be able to pick up holy water just in case, but it'll be fine. Yeah, and Ancalagor has quite a bit of stuff to do to be able to catch back up here. Given only having a glass shard, we'll run right in Holy Water, kill the dire bet quickly, but Spooty meanwhile flawlessing death metal, checking black for a glass cat. Transmogrifier for Spooty. It is first floor Transmogrifier, but we'll be able to get a Ring of Lore, which is not tied to the floor. Rings are not tied to the floor, whereas armors, weapons, other stuff are. Having a knockback cat means you can part like waves of any apart as you walk past them and then die because cat priority, but Ancalagor will not be able to get a glass cat out of black because dropping the flawless Death Metal 3 is pretty rough, but however the Transmogrifier will let Ancalagor get a better weapon. Not the best, but Spooty using blood magic to shield this exit room here. Does have cheese to get that health back. Yes, rings don't really have tears. There are multiple logical ways to put rings into tiers, I guess. Deep Blue's floor for Spooty, and Ancalagor is on half a heart. Where did all that health go? Ancalagor is infinite damage boosting here, obviously. Look back over and the boss is already dead on Spooty's side. Yeah, Spooty's going really fast with that Ring of War. Will take a hit and break the glass cat though, once again in Zone 5. But we'll be able to recover it with a little bit of trouble. Ancalagor going down. That's not the right one. Now, here it is. What happened? Is that weird cat things or was it just nightmare stuff? Oh, Warlock. Oh man. Warlock catted into an Golem. That's pretty rough. But at this point, Spooty just needs to finish this out. Should be fine. Let's see some flail strats. Yeah, just lure. Using the flail to knock Dead Ringer for lures. Green Dragon will spawn though. This has Shield Spell and Fireball Spell. Taking the time to make sure that Spooty does this right. It's fireballing, then popping the shield spell when enemies come close. Will Blood Magic get the extended shield? Won't wait it out. Okay, 2 hits on the Necrodancer. Be able to clean this up with relative ease. And there we go.